Oh well.
Well, there was a bit of moisture early on, and that is exactly one of the reasons why Bangladesh won the toss and decided to bowl first. But you're absolutely right, Natty, when you say that the sun's been beating down. It's been a gorgeous day. No ball. Oh, that could have been dangerous. Free hit for Bangladesh. Well, he's got to be careful, Trishant, because that could have been dangerous.
Yeah, the umpire's got to decide whether or not he feels it's a dangerous delivery enough to give him a warning. It's always going to be a no ball over waist height if it's a full toss. The umpire would then decide, is this a dangerous delivery for the batter to face?
Well, I think what saved him on was that swing in the end. That late swing, because it was heading right into the lid. And just that late swing at the end, I think that's what saved him on. You have a look at that swing, it's very late. Swing and a miss.
Having watched a few of Bangladesh's games and watched these two openers in action, it's very rare to even see this type of shot. Yes, it is a free hit, so he can have a swing at it. But in other situations, when they're trying to go for runs, you hardly have ever seen them play a false shot, which has shown some really good maturity by the Bangladesh batters.
Well, at the start of the tournament, obviously India, I think, started off as tournament favourites, but Bangladesh were up there because of the preparation that they've had for the last 2 years, the quality of cricketers that are there in their squad. Batting and bowling seem to be a really well-balanced squad that Bangladesh have. I'd seen them play in the Asia Cup final, and they were very, very impressive.
Wonderful way to end the over. More runs for Bangladesh through the offside, 18 without loss.
দেখ দীপিকা সেলফি প্লিজ ওয়াও রিয়েল লাইফে তুমি আরো বেশি সুন্দর এত উজ্জ্বল নিশ্চয় ত্বকের যত্নে অনেক কিছু করতে হয় অনেক কিছু না শুরুটাই আসল লাক্স এতে আছে 7টি সৌন্দর্য উপাদান যা দেয় কোমল ও উজ্জ্বল ত্বক সৌন্দর্যের শুরু লাক্স
টিভিএস এ চলছে হইচই অফার টিভিএস মোটর বাইকে ২১,২৭৩ টাকা পর্যন্ত রেজিস্ট্রেশন ফিতে ছাড় আজই আসুন টিভিএস এর শোরুমে
গভীরের পানি ইউভি আর ওজোনে জীবাণু দূর করে দেয় দরকারি মিনারেল ও পিএইচ ব্যালেন্স পানি
স্পিড হেভি এনার্জি
Through the tournament has been good at chatting to his bowlers. As a captain, he's been on top of it all the time. Feel that from a Bangladesh point of view that the two openers should feel now a little bit more settled. Still a long way to go. Even though it's only 178 target, it's a long way to go. And this is for the trophy. Opening batters, they want to get off to good starts, and it's important to take pressure off the batters coming in. And if you can go at a good strike rate, well, you make things even easier for the batters to come in. Look at that strike rate, highest ever.
Amazing, just amazing. And in this tournament, he's shown us why, because he looks to be a quality player. And even when he's playing aggressive, it doesn't look like he's trying to force the issue. It just comes naturally. Timing, stroke play.
Now, India have kept a pretty standard field. They've said, okay, let's keep our 2 slips, fine leg and third back. They don't have a lot of runs to play with, so it's not easy for them to set fields that are over-attacking. But do they have an opportunity here to do something maybe a little different?
Well, not after the start that Bangladesh have gotten after 2.3 overs bowled, 19 on the board. If you get another attacking fielder in and suddenly before you know they're 40 or 45 without loss, and then you think, So at the moment this is what they've got to go with.
That looks like it's off the bat. He tried to duck out of the way of it. It's flown away down towards fine leg. And it's runs.
Well, you need a little bit of luck as a team, as an individual. And you've got to say rub of the green, going in the way of the team that's dressed in green.
Tiagi's pace, that 137 kilometers an hour, so he's getting the pace up there. Just got to try and find some consistency. It's better than his first over. He seems to have found his radar a little bit here, but they've got to create pressure. Maybe wickets won't come in these first few overs, but then you've got to dry up the runs completely.
Which is what Bangladesh did. They didn't pick up a wicket for the first 6 overs. But they didn't concede too many. I think, if memory serves me right, India were 9 when the first wicket fell at 6.2.
Big appeal, a massive, protracted appeal. India, for a second, thought they had their breakthrough. 20 without loss.
হাসবে খেলবে বাড়বে শিশু চাই এমন ভালো কিছু তাই তো সবশেষের জন্য আবারও আসছে ফার্ম ফ্রেশ চিলড্রেন্স ডে খেলাধুলা চমকের পর চমক সহ আরো মজা করব একসাথে নিশ্চিন্তে দারুণ দারুণ আর ভালো কিছু মিস করতে না চাইলে সবাই চলে এসো শহীদ তাজউদ্দিন স্মৃতি পার্ক সাবেক ওয়ান্ডারল্যান্ড গুলশান 2 আগামী 14 থেকে 15 ফেব্রুয়ারি সকাল 8টা থেকে সন্ধ্যা 6টা পর্যন্ত
গভীর সমুদ্রে হার না মানা এই মানুষদের অনুভূতিগুলো ভেসে আসুক প্রিয়জনের কাছে গ্রামীণ ফোন
If we just have a look at the LBW shout from the previous over, Tiagi bowling in from the Ind Vs end. His right arm over the wicket into a left-hander. He is very wide of the crease. Is it pitching, or is it hitting him, I should say, in line? Maybe umpire's call. It's a pretty tight one.
From Bangladesh's point of view, this is what you want. This is what you want your openers to do. They've gone off a really good start. Run rate over a run a ball. And you've got to break this target down into smaller achievable goals. The first goal should be to try and get the target to less than 150. Then get down to about 110. Then double digits. That's what you've got to do if you're part of the Bangladesh team. The Indian bowlers, on the other hand, need to stick to the basics. They've got the ability, they've got the pace, they've got the skill. This one was quick, 142 clicks an hour. there's a danger of the Indian bowlers trying too hard, because you know you've got only 177 to defend, so you know the onus is on you, the pressure is on you to pick up wickets, and that could lead to you trying too hard, trying to strive for that extra yard of pace, and by doing so you lose your shape. Oh, that's another beamer.
It's also, to add insult to injury, it's gone for 4 as well. Now that is a warning. He has given him an official warning now, and if he bowls another one, he's out of the attack. And that would be a disaster for India. The umpire giving him a warning and saying this is a no ball and free hit.
Well, to be honest, I was a little surprised I didn't get a warning for the first one. This could easily have been him off.
Yeah, well, this is certainly not the start for India. Well, it's been 2 free hits and 2 of them they've missed out on, but it has meant easy extra runs for Bangladesh. They've had a couple of free hits. That means you get obviously the run for the no ball. This one went for to the boundary as well.
Well, you've got to say, if you have a look at the Indian team, up until now in the tournament, the batting, because of the openers, has looked really good. The bowling has been excellent, but come this game, they haven't been up to the usual standard.
Umpire says leg by. It's just come off the body slowly past that lone slip that was there. He was trying the pull shot. Now a couple of times he's been rushed for pace against Sushant. He's been bowling up around 140. And it looks like it's just hit the shoulder onto the helmet possibly. Now he's got it. In fact, it's flush on the grill. So he will have to have a little test, do the concussion test. They've asked him quick.
প্রথম পুরস্কার 2 9 29 এবারও মিস তাতে কি আপনার জন্য আছে গুড নিউজ এখন মাত্র 29 টাকা রিচার্জেও ট্যাক্স সহ সেকেন্ডে সব মিলিয়ে 1 পয়সা সব মিলিয়ে 1 পয়সা সব মিলিয়ে 1 পয়সা ফিট হয়ে গেল না
ক্ষুধা লেগেছে এখন না মিটিং চলো
নরসো
ক্ষুধার জ্বালা সুপে মেটা
টিভিএস এ চলছে হইচই অফার। টিভিএস মোটর বাইকে 21,273 টাকা পর্যন্ত রেজিস্ট্রেশন ফিতে ছাড়। আজই আসুন টিভিএস এর শোরুমে।
উইকে
155 টাকা 36 পয়সা 65% সেভিংস মাই জিপি অ্যাপের ফ্লেক্সি প্ল্যান গ্রামীণ ফোনের সবকিছু সহজে ডাউনলোড মাই জিপি অ্যাপ
স্পিড হেভি এনার্জি
Have a breather. Now, umpire's having a chat with the bowler. Adrian Holstock just having a little chat there with Sushant Mishra, maybe just to also calm things down a little bit as well. He's had one warning for a dangerous waist-high full toss.
No!
Ends the over from Sushant Mishra at 27 without loss.
Red Hunt. I'm gonna hunt you down. Red Hunt. Be hunted.
টিভিএস এ চলছে হইচই অফার। টিভিএস মোটর বাইকে 21,273 টাকা পর্যন্ত রেজিস্ট্রেশন ফিতে ছাড়। আজই আসুন টিভিএস এর শোরুমে।
India, the defending champions, trying to now defend 177. And as expected, it's been quite a fiery start. Well, there's no doubt that one of the stars for India is Yashasvi Jaiswal. He's been wonderful to watch and a standout performer today with that wonderful 88.
Well, it took his time early on because the Bangladeshi bowlers were excellent. Well, once he got his eye in, played a top-class innings of 88. He was the glue that held the Indian innings together. He's been absolutely amazing in this tournament.
That's nicely bowled. Tyagi is just starting now to find his rhythm a little bit. His first over wasn't at the standards that he set through this tournament. This is now head-to-head in under-19 World Cups. India have the advantage, and they've been here before as well. So they definitely have an advantage from that perspective, but how much of a factor will history be?
Well, I'll tell you what, Natalie, I'm not sure if you believe in omens, but that one victory that Bangladesh had against India in World Cups was in 2002. At that point, India was on an 11-game winning streak in the World Cup. At the moment, India on an 11-game winning streak as well.
Are you superstitious?
Extremely. Extremely.
Two batters are now struggling a little bit with this pace. It's up at 140 kilometers an hour from both ends.
Well, but fortunately for them, in terms of run rate, they've gotten off to a flyer. They're going to run a ball when they don't need to. So they've given themselves the luxury of just treating the remainder of this spell from Karthik, Tyagi and Sushant as if they would be playing in a 4-day game or a test match. You can do that now for the next, because look, Tyagi into his third over might bowl another 2 or 3. Sushant has bowled 2, so might again bowl another 2 or 3. So you've given yourself that luxury of playing the next 5 or 6 overs with the hope that you don't lose a wicket and making sure your team's in a commanding position to chase down that 178.
Three fours so far in this innings. From India's perspective, well, they haven't really done themselves any favours. A couple of no balls, a few extras. Now look at that. He's batting a long way out of his crease and then he gets a long way back. But that extra bit of pace is really rushing him, even though he gets quite far back in his crease. It's very attacking from India, very aggressive.
Well, I just think when he makes that movement, when you make such a big stride, take such a big stride back, it's going to be extremely tough to get back onto the front foot. So if you pitch it up and try and ask him to drive, he might be in a spot of bother. End of the 5th over, 29 without loss.
Speed, heavy energy.
কিছু ছেলেকে সব সময়ই ভরসা করা যায়। There are always some cool guys. Cool deodorant body spray এবার এলো 6টি এক্সাইটিং ভ্যারিয়েন্টে।
বাংলাদেশে প্রায় প্রতি 2টি শিশুর মধ্যে একটি শিশু ক্যাভিটিতে ভোগে। পেপসোডেন্ট জার্মি চেকে আছে ক্যালসিয়াম ও ফ্লোরাইড, যা ছোট ছোট গর্তগুলো সারিয়ে তোলে সেগুলো ক্যাভিটিতে পরিণত হওয়ার আগেই, কারণ প্রতিটি হাসি অমূল্য।
মাটির গভীরের পানি ইউভি আর ওজোনে জীবাণু দূর করে দেয় দরকারি মিনারেল ও পিএইচ। ব্যালেন্স পানি।
They did that as well in 98 to 2002. Akash Singh then is coming into the attack. Sushant Mishra just bowling those couple of overs up front, bowled at pace. Now, the worry, I suppose, is the fact that he is on a warning as well. They wouldn't like that to happen again, then he's taken out of the attack. But let's see what Akash Singh can do. He's bowls a little bit differently. He's not quite as attacking as bowls that short like Sushant Mishra has through the tournament. Like to see the line and length he's going to bowl. He's got a couple of slips in place. He's got to find a way to get the batter driving.
Good start. Good start by Akash Singh. Yeah, but Imon and Tamim and the Bangladesh team won't be too bothered by it. Moral victory for the bowler. Batsman still there. A lot of advice from the dressing room, the dugout. They know and they understand how crucial this opening partnership is.
Didn't get hold of that. He's trying to play it away through the leg side. Now we've seen a couple of shots by these openers where they've been able to play through the leg side, through mid-wicket.
They just seem to have lost their touch over the last 2 or 3 overs.
Just wondering if that extra bit of pace that we saw from Sushant and Tyagi, if it's just rattled these two openers a little bit. They started out well. They were timing the ball nicely. They looked pretty calm. I'm sure the adrenaline was pumping as well. The timing seems to have gone a touch, but they've got the luxury of time.
Well, I think what's aided Bangladesh's chase so far is the fact that the Indian bowlers have been slightly wavered. Good seam position in the last one. But in terms of just pulling it back a little bit in last 3 overs, 2 runs off the bat. Last 4 overs, 3 runs off the bat. But because of the fact that the Indian bowlers have been wavered, there's been no pressure on the Bangladeshi batsmen.
Picked up out to the leg side. The two men were in the 30-yard circle. It's slowing up. Good effort by Sushant, but not able to stop it. It allows the boundary.
Oh, just drifting on the pads. Very nicely played. Just a flick of the wrist. Again, just focusing on timing, making sure you get it over the infield. Mature, batsmanship from Iman.
Was just a moment having a chat. He feels his bat is broken, so he's just asked if he can get a new bat. Look at that crack all the way down the back. Well, I'm not too sure he's going to be using that bat again. It might be hard to repair that one.
Well, if they go on to win this tournament, that's the bat you get everyone's signatures on. That's what you do with that piece of willow.
That would make an amazing keepsake. Something he would keep for a very, very long time, and he'd tell his kids about it, his grandkids about it, as he should. So we got the new bat. Four runs coming from that over. That's more than enough for Bangladesh. 33 without loss.
Speed, heavy energy.
খেলবে টাইগার, জিতবে টাইগার। খেলবে টাইগার, জিতবে টাইগার। টাইগারের মতো খেলতে তোমার চাই টাইগারদের মতো সুরক্ষা। লাইফ বয় স্ট্রং।
এতে আছে সিলভার শিল্ড ফর্মুলা, যা ইনফেকশন সৃষ্টিকারী জীবাণু থেকে দেয় 100% শক্তিশালী সুরক্ষা।
টাইগার ফ্যানদের দাও লাইফ বয় স্ট্রং এর সুরক্ষা।
গভীর সমুদ্রে হার না মানা এই মানুষদের অনুভূতিগুলো ভেসে আসুক প্রিয়জনের কাছে। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
You'll always get a fair measure of short deliveries from Karthik Tyagi here. Now, JP, this is with a broken bat. Look at the bat; it's in bits, and he still hits it before.
Yeah, it's always an interesting one. You never quite understand. Sometimes when you hear a funny sound, I've had a few occasions where I've actually been caught out on the boundary, and only after getting out do you realize your bat is broken.
Karthik Tyagi's had a meteoric rise in his career. At the age of 16, he went to a Ranji camp and he was spotted by Suresh Raina and Praveen Kumar, who backed him, and they said, he's got a ball, he's going to be one for the future. He also loved the way that Bhuvneshwar Kumar swung the ball. He's not the pace of Tyagi, but he went to Bhuvneshwar Kumar's coach Vipin Vats in Meerut and learned to swing the ball from him. But he also liked the way that Brett Lee runs in, and you can see it. He loves Brett Lee. Oh, that's wonderfully bowled. So just a couple of years ago, he was warming up for a game of Ranji Trophy, only his second Ranji Trophy match, playing football, and he broke his leg. Karthik Tyagi, and his father, who's a farmer, had to literally sell off his land to pay for the treatment, to treat the young lad's leg to get it right. It's a beautiful action, isn't it? But it cost his father his farm. And now he has an IPL contract and he's going to pay his father back every penny of the money. It's a lovely story, isn't it? But to me, I think he's got everything you can work with, JP. I think Kartik Tyagi has got an action, a model action. He can just work on a couple of things, which I'm sure a number of the fast bowling coaches in India will work on. But he did learn to swing the ball from Vipin Bhatt's, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar's bowling coach. So I think he's got a great future.
No doubt a future star. And, what a story that is. Being able to be in a position to pay your father back for the sacrifices that they've made for him, to help him be here playing in this World Cup final.
When you look at these two opening batsmen for Bangladesh, you see how structured, how organised, and how the wherewithal about their game they have. This is a group that's been together for 2 years. They've been cemented as a group. Everything they've done as a group, culminating in this World Cup final. All about the stars being aligned. I don't study the stars, but they certainly have been for Bangladesh. India have it all to do here. What about this technique here, JP? He stands miles out of his crease, and then as the bowler gets into his delivery stride, he jumps back inside the crease.
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of Hashim Amla in a way.
Beautiful. Oh, as good as we've seen all day. How sweet would that have felt off the middle of the bat?
Another classy left-handed cover drive. He spoke about his technique. Big jump back. Does it quite early to get in a strong position. Good flow of weight transformation. Another classic cover drive by Imon. It's been a steady opening stand here by Bangladesh.
Seven gone, it's 39 without loss.
Clemon, offer on the freshness.
নতুন ক্লিয়ার ট্রিপল অ্যান্টি ড্যান্ড্রাফ টেকনোলজি ও ভিটামিন B3 সমৃদ্ধ, যা স্কাল্পের গভীরে গিয়ে শুধু ড্যান্ড্রাফই দূর করে না, ফিরে আসাকেও বন্ধ করে। তাই ড্যান্ড্রাফ ফ্রি চুলে আমি সবসময় থাকি কনফিডেন্ট। আই হ্যাভ নাথিং টু হাইড। নতুন ক্লিয়ার।
টিভিএস এ চলছে হইচই অফার। টিভিএস মোটর বাইকে 21,273 টাকা পর্যন্ত রেজিস্ট্রেশন ফিতে ছাড়। আজই আসুন টিভিএস এর শোরুমে।
They're chasing 178 to beat the defending under-19 world champions. Bangladeshi fans are really up for this. Swinging from Akash Singh. Through at the tournament, Akash has just tended to bowl a bit too short.
Yeah, just having a look at the technique of Imon again, he's got this pronounced sort of backward movement. But what I really enjoy about it is that he does it very early, which means that he's still when the ball is delivered. As we see here, big back and across, but he's nice and still just before the ball gets delivered, which gives himself a good chance of getting to a strong position, whether the ball is short, whether the ball is full. As we said, it reminds me a lot of Hashim Amla's technique. What a player he is.
That's a genuine play and a miss. Nice shape from Akash Singh.